guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing my face, hello, my name is Alex. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed today's 3 mini story times that I'm kind of doing on my channel. This is my first time doing it. Let me know in the comments if you like it or not, and if you guys don't, I promise I'll never do it again. If you do, I will do it again. So if you guys enjoyed today's story times, make sure you give this a thumbs up and to subscribe right down below or wherever it's floating on the screen, and that way you will never miss a video from me because you will be notified every time I upload. And make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, that way you guys have more input on like my videos and stuff like that. And before I start, I don't know if the camera can pick it up. My face, I don't know what happened. I was in South Carolina last week, which is why I actually look a little bit more tanner than like a pale freak ghost. But I got like, I think it's eczema. I think that's actually what I got. Like, I was honestly like covered in bumps, like tiny little bumps all over my face. It was all over my forehead, all over here. It went down my nose and then it came up like over here. From a girl that only had like one bump like per like months, it was really insecure, and it made me think like, holy crap, like I took my skin like so much for granted, because I know so many people that had to deal with acne and stuff like that, and how much insecure they were. And it's a lot better now. Like, I only have a little bit right here and like a little bit right down my nose and stuff, but I'm like, I only had to deal with it for 3-4 days. Like, people had to deal with their skin condition like so much longer than me, and it just made me appreciate like everything that I have, and I took it for granted and stuff like that. So I also want to say, never feel insecure. I felt so insecure, and everyone commented, which didn't make it any better, let me just put it like that, because everyone noticed that walk and stuff like that. But honestly, just don't let it bug you. It bugged me, and I'm trying slowly to like adjust to that now, and trying not to let insecurities and stuff like that define who I am. Okay. Now that I have that motivational speech, I have one more thing. My camera is kaput. I've had this Samsung camera literally for 2 years now. Last February was 2 years, and it's done so much. It's honestly improved so much in my videos and stuff like that, and I will forever love it to death. But I feel like it's time to invest in a better camera and stuff like that. Not only just for YouTube, considering full-time YouTube is just a hobby for me, but just for like the many years to come. So if anyone has any like camera suggestions, I know like the Canon Rebels and like the Canon G7X is really good and stuff like that. If anyone has any other cameras, I'm looking to stay in like the $500 range, just for the time being. But leave any comments down below if you have any ideas on like the cameras and stuff like that, if like you have a good camera and stuff like that. And with that being said, let's hop on to today's story times. So this 2 first story times take place at Chick-fil-A, and then the third one is honestly just the most funniest story ever. I always tell it, and I'm always just dying of laughter because it's just me being me at a younger age. So the first one was, I witnessed a drug deal. Yeah, the story of my life, honestly, like, and it's so funny because there's that Chick-fil-A, which you never would think you would witness a drug deal. Yeah, but I was an eyewitness to a drug case. Yay, me. Anyway, so apparently what happened was, it was in the morning, it was on a school day, and it was a really slow morning because I took a 45. So that's how I witnessed basically everything from the beginning, almost everything to the end. So I went on break, and I was sitting like on like right when you go outside, like the little like front entrance. I'm sitting right by the trash can. It's like a little bit like more like secluded, even though it's like not. That's just how I think. And right across from me, right across from the bathroom, the booth right like against the wall, there's 2 boys, and then the booth right next to it was another 2 boys. And they were all talking, I believe, do not quote me on this, I believe they were all seniors. So yeah, so then I saw a couple more people enter, and I thought it was really weird because I'm like, isn't it like a school day? Like, don't people have school nowadays? Like, honestly. So apparently all of them were started talking to each other, and I honestly didn't pay attention. Like, I'm really oblivious and stuff like that, and honestly, like, I give people the benefit of the doubt, but I honestly was like, this is really suspicious. Like, I better keep somewhat of an eye on it, right? So I'm looking on my phone and stuff, and periodically I'm like looking up and stuff, and I see then the people that came in left. So apparently while I was looking at my phone, some shit went down, because then 2 undercover cops, like a few minutes after they left, came over, and they basically saw the drug deal go down. Like, they saw it. Apparently what happened was the two kids that sat at the booth right against the wall was handing, I think it was cocaine out to the kids that was right next to the other booth, and then the kids that came in. So they didn't get arrested. I'm saying that right off the bat. I think if they had like less than $100 of cocaine or something like that, I can't remember what drug they had, they didn't get arrested. But the guys made all four of the kids stand up with like their arms behind, and they like patted them down. They searched their entire stuff. They searched everything. They like patted the backpacks and like searched the pockets. They patted all the boys down. They asked the four boys if they knew each other. They said no. I think they were lying, honestly, because all of them were talking and stuff like that. I think all of them knew each other. Then the cops asked like why they weren't at school, because I guess ditching school is also a bad thing. Like, yeah. They said they had like the late pass to school or whatever. They didn't start classes until like 10ish or whatever. I think that's a load of BS as well, because I know when I went to high school we had that, but we left school early. There was nothing about going to school later. I don't know if every school is different. I know just my school, it was early, so I can't say if that was a lie or not. I'm just calling BS on that. So around in the beginning of this, like maybe when after the kids came and it was already the undercover cops, we're gonna call her Sia. Sia came over and we had a break together. So me and Sia witnessed both of this, and we were Snapchatting everything. Like, this is like the shit right now. So then the undercover cops called in actual cops. So like 3 more cops came. So now we have 2 undercover cops and like 3 actual cops, all at Chick-fil-A in this tiny little corner. Like, yeah. So then the actual cops, he's a regular customer, so he's recognized me and Sia. He comes over and he starts asking us questions on what happened. So now not only did I witness it, but now I'm an eyewitness, like, guest or whatever. Like the cop is legitimately questioning me, and like I told him exactly like what I told you guys. Like, I didn't witness everything. I didn't actually witness the exchange or anything like that. I was on my phone. I was minding my own business, so I didn't give that much help. And obviously Sia couldn't be that much help afterwards because she already left after the kids left and stuff like that. So yeah, so I left on break. This is when Sia witnessed it. Apparently the undercover cops called in all the 4 kids' actual parents, the mothers, and all of the mothers and like their parents came to this because they didn't get arrested, but they did call the parents. And Sia said that one of the mothers literally took the kid's ear and pulled him out of Chick-fil-A by his ear. So I don't know what happened, like if they received any other punishment, if it's on the record. I honestly have no idea. It was a very interesting case to witness. I never thought I would actually witness a drug deal. I actually went to a not really bad school, but I went to a pretty bad school, and like my friends tell me all the time that they see drug deals in the halls and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I honestly like never thought I would witness it in my entire life. Like, I'm like literally, and especially at Chick-fil-A, like in a Christian establishment, like what do you mean? Especially in a public place, like do it in the middle of the goddamn woods. Like, you have better luck not being caught there than in the middle of Chick-fil-A in the morning when there's like people going to work and stuff. Like, what do you mean? Like, these kids were so goddamn fucking stupid. The next story. A girl almost got jumped. Like, how did this still happen at Chick-fil-A? Like, it's Chick-fil-A, it's chicken, I don't understand. So, it was Friday. I was on Frontline. I didn't witness anything. I just saw a lot of kids, and they were all really, really loud. So I got all the details after all of this, like after all the kids left. Apparently what happened was a teacher, and I'm still confused like as to all the details. Like, I'm still confused as to like how like some things got misinterpreted and like miscommunicated. I'm like, how did this even happen? But apparently what happened was a teacher somehow got information or overheard or something that a girl was going to be jumped after all of them left Chick-fil-A. And so the teacher tried to take the girl away and like take her out of the situation because she obviously didn't want the girl to get jumped. Apparently the girl's mother was there, and don't quote me, I don't know if all of this is like 100% accurate because there was different stories for each person I talked to about like what happened, like manager wise and stuff like that. So apparently the mother like misinterpreted, miscommunicated like what was happening, started yelling at the teacher. The teacher was trying to calm down the mother, saying like the teacher was trying to take the girl out of the situation. The mother got mad or something like that, and so just leave. Like our manager actually kicked them out. They like kicked them out. Like they were like, you are no longer allowed like to here, like leave today. So yeah, so apparently after this, we had a ton, and I mean a ton of emails, phone calls from parents, teachers, authority figures, everything. Emails, like wondering what happened. And we're just like, how is this our fault? Like, what do you even mean? So, yeah, so that is why there was like, I don't know, all Chick-fil-A's like this. My Chick-fil-A, there's now a sign on the front door that says like, kids younger, I think, than 13 or 14 or something like that, have to like take carry out between 12 to 5, or you have to like, if you're dining in, you have to have like an authority figure and stuff like that. So yeah, within just a year of working there, I witnessed a drug deal, and I witnessed, or like, I was in a place where a girl was gonna get jumped after they left. Like, what do you even mean? So done. So this last story, when I was younger, I will tell more stories of this because there are tons and tons and tons, you guys. I'm not even kidding. So when I was younger, I had a tendency of not speaking. Like, I could speak perfectly fine, you guys. I was just too lazy to speak, which is honestly the story of my like life right now. So when I thought of something, and I still do it, like, it's honestly, I still do it. Like, when I see something, or if like I want to go somewhere, I literally just leave and I don't tell anyone. And it scares my mom still to today, and she's like, you still do it. And I don't even realize that I do it. Like, anyway, so one day my mom was so this one day, it was my first day of daycare. The Ukraine system of like schooling is different. We didn't have like a pre-K. We just went all the way to first grade. So it was kind of like a daycare center or something like that, like for like pre-K and like kindergarten, like America would call it and stuff like that. It was basically just a daycare school center where they taught you like the beginnings of like reading and stuff like that. So when you go to first grade, you'll be like prepared, right? Okay. So this was the first day of daycare. I did not want to leave. I was like clinging to my mom, like crying of like I was being murdered. I did not want to leave because I was such a mommy's girl. I still am, like, holy shit. So this was my first time, you guys. Keep that in mind when I tell you this story. My mom drops me off to this daycare. I love the teacher, apparently. Like, the teacher's like trying to get me interactive and everything is good. My mom and my grandma leave to go to the grocery store. So I'm with my like kids and stuff. There's like teachers, and then there's like 300 kids or something like that, and I just spit everywhere. So apparently what happened was, sometime in the middle of this day, I decided I missed my mom. And like, I'm not a logical person. A logical person would like start crying and like the teacher would console them. No, I decided I wanted to go home. I wanted to see my mom and my grandma, and I just left. I just flat out got up and left. I think it was like recess or something like that, which is why I wasn't like indoor the building. So, and there was a lot of students. We had a lot of students, and we only had like 8 teachers for like all of these students. So I just left. This was my first time going to this location. I don't know how, by the bare of fucking miracles, I somehow managed to walk like 8 blocks, and it's not like New York City blocks. It's like blocks, like it's long. So I somehow managed to walk 8 blocks through one of the busiest intersections. Keep in mind, I'm like 2 years old. This is my first time going here. I somehow, again, by the bare fucking miracles, I swear, thank you God, I managed to go home. I managed to find my way through 8 blocks, crossing one of the busiest intersections with no one around me. I did not get kidnapped. I did not get hit by a car. I did not get lost. Like, I managed to go home, which I think is just like the shocking part of all of this is, like, yay me, because I suck at directions now when I'm like being 20. Like, I don't know how my 2-year-old self did this. Like, please tell me. I would love to know. So I start banging. Now we have like this, in Ukraine, we have like giant metal doors that leads to like a hallway that like has like doors and stuff. So it's not just like the apartment door. There's like a giant metal door before you enter the apartment, which I think America should have, because let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's really hard to get in there without a key. Like, it's metal. It's like cinder block, like metal door. Like, you cannot get in there without like fucking like being like the Hulk or something. So I start banging. One of the neighbors hears me and comes out, and she's me banging on the door, crying for my mom and my grandma. And she's like, she's shocked. She's like, where is your mom? Where's grandma? Like, what? So she picks me up and she takes me to the house. And my mom and my grandma are just opening their apartment door, and my neighbor comes out with me. My mom and my grandma, I wish I was able to see their reactions. Oh my God. They're like, they are shocked. They are flabbergasted. They have no idea. They're like, what just happened? So the first thing my mom was like, holy shit. Like, what's happening at the daycare center? So she leaves me at my grandma. I'm home now. She runs to this daycare center, and I wish I was able to witness this sight, you guys. There are one or two teachers with like all like 300 kids, and all the other teachers are like running around this school building, the outside, everywhere, looking for me, you guys. And my teacher comes running to my mom with like tears and mascara and everything running down her eyes, and she's like crying to my mom like, oh, I'm so sorry, like I took my eyes off her for like 1 minute and she was gone, like and my mom was like, calm down, like it's okay, she got home safe, like she's at the house, like she's okay, nothing's wrong. Enough said. My teacher did not take her eyes off of me for the rest of my lifetime while I was there. She literally had me hooked to her arm, had me hold it to the wrist and my hand the entire time. Like, she did not let me go. She literally went everywhere with me because I ran away from daycare. I have a ton more stories of running away. Honestly, I was such like a rebel child, like, yeah. So these are the stories. I still laugh at the last one. I think it gets me every time because I'm like, I would never dare to do something like that, like now, and like I did it when I was like fucking 2 years old, like rebel right here. So I can only imagine like the heart attack I gave that my teacher. I'm so sorry, by the way. Like, sorry, like I ran away, like my fault. LOL. So I hope you guys enjoyed these 3 mini storytime videos. If you guys kind of like this, make sure you give this a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys very soon with a brand new video. Love you guys to the moon and back. And I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.